I focus on this idea that the end or purpose of education, like the teleos, the reason to educate, is the cultivation of appetites.
You've been speaking for a long time about how raising Christian communicators was kind of a life raft to conquer corrupt culture. Talk about that.
Basically, it's the relativism that's just infected everyone so badly that there is no truth. There's no way to know the truth. And that's in the schools, it's in the media, it's in the air that we breathe. We can't not be infected by this relativism, which I would say is like the anti-good news. It's the anti-gospel. And, how do we combat that? Well, we raise up our children, we raise up an army. And I have for years been talking about the need to help people get out of kind of their public school situation, even if they think it's good. Every conversation, every interaction, every textbook or video these kids watch is stripped of the potential to think about humans as having souls, having sin, needing a savior, and having a gospel that saves us.
Right.
I focus on this idea that the end or purpose of education, like the teleos, the reason to educate, is the cultivation of appetites. And this was an idea I got from a book called Raising Them Right by an Eastern Orthodox theologian in the 1800s, who basically said the whole purpose of educating children or anyone is so that they will have an appetite to follow Christ.
Wow.
And to follow Christ means to live a life of service, which, yeah, I'm okay with that as long as you get paid. Selflessness, well, that's why you get married, that's good exercise. But once it comes to suffering and sacrifice, those are not on my menu of daily things to pursue. I actually noticed that I try to avoid sacrificial suffering or suffering of any sort, and how disordered my appetites are compared to what now this kind of new ideal for educating children could be, or a very, very old but newly rediscovered by me ideal. So I've been wrestling with that one for years. And this is kind of an extension off of that. So how do we really, really dig into preparing our children to be willing to suffer for Christ?
This episode of Rapid Response was brought to you by CTC Math. Visit them at ctcmath.com today.